Mambo ya last year, wakati soko ilichomeka, viongozi walikuja hapa, walituahidi kwamba wataleta pole zao, watatujengea soko. Wengine wakasema mabati wataleta, mabati hatukuona.
They go ahead to talk about the fact that even when the fire started, the services from the county were wanting. That ata kupata maji ilikuwa ni shida. Take a listen to this clip.
Hao wenye wamechomeka hao waine tulikuwa na wao. Mimi nashukuru tu Mungu nimetoka peke yangu. Sijui mbona Mungu ameniweka, hata mimi ningebebwa kwa gunia kama wao. Tumekuamba kwa dakika ya mwisho mzee wangu ndiye amenipigia simu, unachomeka kuja. Na akachukua miti akaanza kugonga mabati hapa, akasema tokeni nje mmeshafikiwa na moto. Ndio mimi nikatoka sasa nikawaambia tuendeni tunachomeka. Kumbe wao walibaki nyuma, nikatoka tu peke yangu.
At 27 minutes past 7 a.m., that is a lady who could have lost, she would have been amongst the ones who lost their lives. And so we are going to be talking about disaster reduction, right? Which is the role that you sit in the county, and what role the county plays. Because at a fire engine, and we had the governor saying that there were other fires in other places. What walikuwa na complain hiyo truck ilifika hapa ikuwa na maji. It had to go back. And the governor said it was vandalized. Right? So remember, you are on Kiss FM. Dochi and Kodak Black coming through with what it is. Right? And we keep seeing this scenario happen. We've talked about the politics of the land. We've talked about the politics of, which is a much larger discussion that will happen. But let's talk about disaster preparedness as the county. If you were to give the city county a score, right? You work there, the county, right? I mean, let's be honest. What score would you give in terms of percentage of preparedness of Nairobi City County?
I could give around 80% of preparedness, as we all know. At preparedness, even in the armed forces, you cannot say you keep on improving on what you have. And as we speak, we have quite a number of fire stations within the city, which there before we only had 2 fire stations. Now we have 6 within the city, and we are doing 1 in Kikomba because of frequent fires in Kikomba. His Excellency the Governor thought of doing another new fire station within Kikomba area so that we can mitigate fires within that kind of market, because a lot of business is being done within Kikomba. We are also doing roads within informal settlement to make sure that when we have fires within these areas, be it fire, be it building collapse, all facets of disaster within the city we can attend in real time. And I think the county government is working on improving on firefighting fleet, so that we have the modern fleet which can attend to high-rise building within the city and also the informal settlement.
But Jactone, you know, someone listening who's been affected by disaster, and now that we're talking about fire because of what happened at Toi yesterday, would beg to differ, saying that it's 80%, because we've had countless times where fires would happen and a fire truck would first off, like yesterday in Toi, I had one of the residents say that it took about 3 hours for the fire truck to come, and when it did come, the water was not even enough. And that is a continuous story that we get all the time, where fire trucks get to the incident, and instead of, you know, extinguishing the fire or going through and making sure that everything is okay, it always goes into a situation where they run out of water. So what level of preparedness is that?
Yeah, what I can say is that for the toy market, even His Excellency the Governor explained what happened. We had 3 fires in the city. One was within Madare, which is an informal settlement. And as you know, this informal settlement and the kind of things burning around, you find the spread of fire is very fast. And it has a lot of demand in terms of equipments we're using, in terms of the water usage. And again now, what I can say, there's no fire engine which can go to a fire scene without water. What is there is that fire engines, they have capacity, and whenever they attend to a fire and there's a they've used that water, they have to go to refill. If they don't have, we also do what is called water relay. This water relay is a process of firefighting whereby another fire engine feeds that fire engine which is nearer to the fire. So when we are doing this, members of the public might see a fire engine which is actually doing water relay to another fire engine, which is actually within the proximity of where the fire is, leaving to go and fetch water, and they think that this came without water. It has done the work.
So one is used to bring water to one which is...
Exactly.
So I mean, my question there would be, we live Jactone, we are Nairobians, right? And we understand that there's Nairobi water, right, which is a reservoir for Nairobi residents, right, and should be working in tandem with the Nairobi County. Pardon me, watu wenye ukata maji, right? If you walk around the city of Nairobi, utapata estate haina water, right? But the guys for who are selling the water, kuna pipe pahali wametoboa, right? And they're fetching the water from there. If Nairobi is piped like that, why not have distribution points rather than doing relay, right? A place where, like, that there's a reservoir that you can fetch for fire engines. Basically, what we're hearing is that aside from capacity, right? You've mentioned that you need more people working in the fire engine department. You need more better quality equipment, right? But even in terms of response, because we're looking at a scenario, an emergency is an emergency. Nyumba ikichomeka, you can't ask those people, wait, the fire truck has gone to fetch water. Is there a way that this can be done more efficiently?
Yeah. On that, Nairobi Water Company is as a company which is part of Nairobi City County. It's just we work together with Nairobi Water Company. We have more than 4,000 hydrants. These are water points within the city, distributed within the city. These water points are where our fire engine goes to refill their tanks in case there's a shortage at the scene of fire. What I was trying to explain with the water relay is the fire scene management, how we manage a fire scene. When we are managing a fire scene, we cannot just take all our engines and they start fighting fire and water get finished at the same time. So what we do is we take maybe 3 engines and maybe other 2 engines to help replenish the water in the frontage, the front engines. But this was just a fire management, fire ground management. Now, when we talk about water in the city, we have water points, which are the fire hydrants. These fire hydrants, they are spread all over the city. And the challenge which Nairobi Water also have with the water vendors is that they also go there, pick the water from the water hydrants, they sell that water, but Nairobi Water now get a loss because now they don't pay Nairobi Water. So what Nairobi Water Company is doing now is to make sure that they take these water points to our institutions so that they can have some control over usage of this water. Because now, when they see water coming from their reservoirs, it is this volume. But what they sell at the city, it does not work up. So what they're doing, we've had this thing for a while where these people, they just pick water from the water points, they sell that water, and this money does not go to Nairobi Water.
So are there fire hydrants in Toi?
There are fire hydrants. There is a way of locating fire hydrants. Fire hydrants, they are mainly on the major highway, like Ngong Road.
So there's none in Toi.
There's one. There's like when you go to Patrick Njiru petrol station, near there, there's
a fire hydrant.
There's a fire hydrant.
So how
when
come
around Woodley Estate, there is a fire hydrant there.
Okay. 21 minutes to 8 a.m. You are on Kiss FM. When we come back, one thing that we noted with the fire in Toi is that residents might not know how to behave around a fire. Where you have, in a fire, you're told, don't go in to collect anything. Just save your life first. But are there ways that we could help Kenyans be aware of fire?
Morning Kiss on Kiss FM.
Ben Soul and BN have definitely giving us extra pressure on this song, man. It's a vibe. 16 minutes to 8 a.m. You're hanging out with Kwambooks and Kerry. And we got Jactone here in studio. Jactone is in the Nairobi City County government, right? And he's in the Department of Disaster Risk Reduction. Jactone Mboya Agua. So before we took the break, we were talking about is there a protocol from the county about how people should behave around a fire? As in, prior to there being an emergency or fire, like in places like where there's continuous, regular fires happening, right? In Mathare, you mentioned, in Gikomba Market, in Toi Market, have people actually been trained by the county on the protocol? Like when a fire happens, do this.
Yeah, we have disaster management officers whom we have taken to the sub-county level. They are well trained, and their work there is to keep awareness to the general public that in the event of fire around your place, don't attempt too much. Just try, but don't go back to collect your property or the valuables. You must make sure that you take care of your life first. You must make sure that you know how to move out of that place. And all along, what we do with the provincial administrations to make sure that people are educated on what they are supposed to do. The first things they are supposed to do: never collect the valuables, your life first. Call the emergency services for more assistance. I think that is what our disaster management officers, in concerted effort with the provincial administration, that is what they do.
Like Toi Market, where is the assembly point when there's a fire?
Assembly point is, we have several. We have the stadium there. The stadium is assembly point. We have the other side, the other wing, we have Patrick Njiru petrol station.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the residents had complained that, the county gives them lip service. In fact, they mentioned that last year they were promised mabatis, which weren't delivered. So as these residents or these traders at Toi have lost their wares, and in fact, they were so mad at the governor to a point of stoning him, and they said that they did it themselves. It wasn't goons. What support are they going to get from the county?
Yeah, first we have to condemn that barbaric kind of behavior by the people who organized it. Because when you saw it, it was like a very organized thing. I think that is not a way to get what they wanted. I've been working with their leadership in like the 2023 fire. I was among the people who were responsible for distribution, and I'm sure about 2,000 people got mabatis, and they got food and non-food items for them to see, for us to see how they can start up. I think some of them who complain, maybe in a crowd like that, you can find some people missing. Some people, either some people who are masquerading as people who are affected are missing, and now they start talking like that. But I'm sure quite a number got the mabatis. Even through their leadership, you can find out.
And Jactone, so part of your docket and your responsibility is, in disaster management comes disaster prevention. Don't you think that the mabatis and semi-permanent structures are more susceptible to fires? So one way to prevent this from happening would actually be setting up permanent structures at Toi Market that will be able to, for you to be able to put water or fire extinguishing measures that would actually work.
Yeah. When you want to deal with the community, you don't just craft a thing for them. You work with them. When we were in a committee which was working on how best we can do this, we even gave out proposals of doing permanent and branded stalls for them. But this did not work with most of them. Now you cannot force it on them. Within Toi Market, Nairobi Water has very big tanks. where they use those the boreholes are within the market, and this we have done some mitigation measure to make sure that they're taken care of. But when we were there and when we sat down with them, the leadership, that is the MCA, the provincial administration, that is the chief and the rest, and the leadership of the market, part of what we do is what we have agreed with them, because we cannot just come up with our own ideas and throw it or push it down their throat. But we have to work together so that we work amicable. All of them are aware of what we are doing for them, and they also give us what they think is best for them.
All right. Thank you so much, Bwana Jactone, for making the time to be here to answer our questions. And we wish you a good day. Guys,
Thank you.
Remember you on Kiss FM, 10 minutes to 8 a.m. We're coming back to let you know what's happening in traffic.